Before We Say Goodbye van de Taiwanese choreograaf Po-Cheng Tsai komt begin april naar Kerkrade naar festival Schrietmacher. En bezoekers van Schrietmacher herinneren zich misschien nog wel die groep van hem, B.Dance. Vorig jaar vertolkte dat gezelschap het prachtige Floating Flowers. Po-Cheng Tsai wordt geroemd omdat hij het traditionele Aziatische erfgoed weet te combineren met krijgskunst en moderne dans. Dus hij behoudt enerzijds die mystieke oriëntatie en maakt daar anderzijds echt fysiek danstheater van. Floating Flowers was gebaseerd op de Dag van de Geesten, het traditionele Taiwanese boeddhistische ceremonie. En voor Before We Say Goodbye dook hij in het verleden en het heden van zijn 10 dansers, hun ouders en hun voorouders. En samen onderzochten ze hoe verleden en heden continu samensmelten en zich in alle hoeken en gaten van hun zielen nestelen. Po-Cheng Tsai won allerlei internationale choreografieprijzen en deze mid-dertiger werd in 2018 uitgeroepen door het Duitse blad Tanz tot Upcoming Choreographer of the Year. We spraken hem over zijn achtergrond, zijn opleiding en natuurlijk vooral over Before We Say Goodbye.
I'm very curious, who are you as a choreographer and as a dancer, of course? But I read that you was a very clever child when you was young.
Yeah, that's
true. Wasn't interested in schoolwork. How did you become involved in dance classes?
My mom sent me to a lot of studio to learn painting, writing, or cooking, or kind of math, kind of class. But there is no one I can really do it. Only one thing that can let me stuck in it, it's dance. So, when I walk into the dance studio, my mom say, oh my God, I never see these kids have the light in his eyes until now. And then I think, this kind of really funny thing because, at the moment I kind of sitting in front of the piano, but I didn't play it because I was dancing with the pianos with my whole body. And because I inspired by the music, and my mom was kind of hey, can you kind of concentrate and be quiet to play one song? I just turned my head to tell my mom, said sorry, I can't. Because I'm kind of really enjoy the music. So my legs are kicking, they are kind of moving always. So, one day my mom kind of okay, let's forget piano. Let's try dance. And so from the moment I walk into the studio, and at the moment, I put my arms into the fifth position, I think I find my world. I find my word. I find my world. I find my word. Also, I find my world. So at the moment, that's how I, start becoming the dancer, or, that's how I met with dance.
So you find your world and you find your language. And what kind of dance classes that you then followed in Taiwan?
And before I audition, I take ballet dance, contemporary dance, jazz, hip hop, ballroom. Because this is, when I didn't get into the professional career, so I kind of get in touch with any different kind of the dance. But when I into the college, when I into the junior high, I have to say the training system in Taiwan is quite fun because we have to take, of course, ballet, contemporary, modern dance, and Chinese Kung Fu. These 4, it's the basic. But at the same time, we still have to take martial art, Tai Chi, Chinese opera. So we have lots of different styles of the, technique in our body. So as you can see, if you come to our show, B.Dance show, Or you can say in my creation, I always blend so many different styles or elements together to creating my own language. This kind of the language showing the emotions and the story, what I really want to tell.
And how do you do that to combine Chinese Kung Fu with martial arts, with classical ballet, with contemporary?
Because I was a dancer before, but after I being a choreographer, I dance less, but I still create the movement by myself. So for example, for the martial art, we focus on very short. The accent is like very short and then very powerful and very precise, like this. Boom, 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 pa. You have to go there. But in ballet world or in contemporary worlds, in ballet, you go for kind of like a really soft, or you feel like emotions and extensions, but somehow we put this kind of the different material together. Let me show you. So once we can go like Kung Fu, extend, and then I go Kung Fu kick, I make a turn and ballet extension. Kind of like that. So this is how we create. We use the timing wise, the timing difference and the quality difference to create the kind of like the accent of the language, just like what we talk about right now. I speak fast, I speak quick, I speak low, I speak quick, kind of like this. So we use this kind of like the very different body qualities to make body looks like very different and very unique and have our own, Asian style there. And also because in our Chinese folk dance or Chinese dance, we have lots of like gestures. So for example, I use a lot of these gestures, but this gesture in in age. In the past, it's only for a soldier. Its soldiers only have a soul. You can use this gesture and kind of like you go there. So this gesture have the magic power. It can control your sword to go and to attack. And also, as you can see, this is kind of like a peacock, a bird. Yeah, so we have this traditional dance. So we always use a lot of like, and also, before we say goodbye, you can see one gesture, it's butterfly, like this, flying. So I use different things and then put it into, so this is kind of like the same idea, but I transform this idea into the creation. So I bring all the inspiration, it's from life, it's from culture, it's from the educations, everything.
It's really fascinating. And all
Yeah.
your inspiration sources are coming from your life.
That's true.
Yeah, so what was the inspiration source for Floating Flowers?
Actually, talking about floating flower, because this piece is dedicated for, it's a present, this piece I'm making this piece to dedicate to my father, because my father, he is passing away when I was 20. So, and yeah, so during the time, I don't know how to kind of like, I feel nothing to do. And, then there is something always in my deep heart, and I cannot really tell, I cannot really share. So I found a way to, just put all my emotions, all my things, all my secrets into this piece. And then I create this piece to dedicate to my father. So it's a piece we are talking about. It's you can kind of like really control your life, or your life is decided by the God. No one knows. So, that is the piece we talk about right now, right this moment, and you have to cherish the people and all the things around you. Yeah, so it kind of like, and also there is a very, very big symbol in the floating flowers, because this piece is inspired by a water lanterns. The water lanterns, the shape, it's like a flowers.
And is there also such kind of ceremony that's the inspiration source for before we say goodbye?
These two pieces is both talking about death, but they're from the different inspiration. The first one, the floating flower, is inspired by my father's and the water lanterns. But before we say goodbye, why I make this piece, it's because inspired by COVID-19 actually. Because during the pandemic time, there is a lot of people, they are kind of lose their life through the pandemic time. And then, you know, because I saw lots of news on TV, they just get the flu today and then they pass away next day. It's very short, like, you know, one day you can kind of like from here to here, nothing, only one day. So I really, you know, during that time, I really feel like, oh my God, our life is so weak. It's really so weak. So I wish I can create something to the society, to whole society. It's not only for the dance community, it's for our society. If they see this piece and they're gonna cherish all the things around them, after they see this piece, then this piece will be success. So this book of poems is called Before We Say Goodbye. And there it's 10 chapters in this book. So it's kind of like you're reading, okay, so the first one is say goodbye. And the second one is family. The third one is da 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 da. So there are 10 different chapters talking about all the emotions, all the images, all the things that you're gonna happen in your life. And because, you know, I always ask people, what the most part you will be scared after death? And, you know, everyone say one word, regret. Regret. Yeah. So, you know, this piece is also something for me, for myself, because, you know, this piece makes me brave. The power of art can really heal our heart. So I wish, you know, I wish this piece can really healing all the broken heart.
The present you will bring to the audience will dance by your company, B.Dance.
B.Dance.
What is that B?
Because I want everyone who join B.Dance can be themselves. It's not, you are work for yourself. You are not work for this company, or you are not work for this society, for this industry. No, you are in B.Dance, just dance for you. Because when you respect yourself, everyone gonna respect you.
And now you are in your mid-30s. You are 37.
Yes. Yeah.
The festival Schrittmacher is celebrating 30 editions.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we were curious, maybe you have an advice for other people who are now in their 30s, like young people who have to make important choices or have to deal with sadness or with loss. What kind of advice you have for people who are in the 30s?
Believe in yourself and work hard, play hard. I think because that's, you know, yeah, but you have to believe in yourself, because once when you believe in yourself, you are free. You are totally free. You don't worry about who gonna judge my piece, who gonna judge my, you know, my creations, or I'm good or not, because, you know, there will be someone prettier than you, and there will be someone, you know, more talented than you. But it doesn't matter, because who you are, you just have to believe in yourself and then work hard, play hard, enjoy your life.
Thank you very much. Also, we are looking forward to see Before We Say Goodbye in Schrittmacher. Thanks for your introduction.
We cannot wait. I hope to see you guys very soon in Holland.